Oh boy. Okay, so here we are. White Day. Yeah, this is an 8-hour game, so we're probably going to cover about half of it today. And then we'll, if we're enjoying it, I guess we'll finish it at a later date. Maybe next week. Actually, no, I might not do a stream next week because Extra Life, by the way. But I'll plug that properly later. For now, it's 1:45. I'm going to stop this about 5. So yeah, we're looking about 3 and a bit hours. So let's get into it. And yeah, thanks, Maelstrom's to put the link in. We are doing Extra Life next week. It's a 24-hour marathon. There's 4 of us. There's lots of games. All of it's detailed on there. Definitely go check that out. We've been I've been setting up some stuff. We've all been setting up some things for it this week and getting ready. And I'm going to be adding a couple of fun new little channel points rewards into it as well to make it even more fun for you. And they're going to serve as a bit of a prototype because I'm thinking of doing a big channel revamp after all of this is over. So look forward to it. Anyway, the brightness, I don't know how it is for you guys. Can you guys see the thing on the left? I guess it's going to be the same either way. It says invisible, but I feel like if I make it invisible, it's probably a terrible idea because it'll be way too dark. So I'm just going to go slightly higher than what it says. I always do. I don't want to do with channel points for Extra Life, either turn them off or try to think of things to add. I'll show you what I've done and you see what you think. Maybe you can add similar stuff. We could talk about it afterwards. Anywho, White Day. This feels like a controller game too, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. This game's been on my list since it came out, and I never got around to playing it, so I'm pretty excited about it. By the way, in the middle of this is when my order's going to arrive, so in fact, anytime from now in the next 4 hours. So I'm going to have to turn it down a bit and keep an ear out for my doorbell. It's a pretty good looking game. Is it just me or does she have a really small head? Green grass, the brightly shining sun, and her. One of the main reasons I was interested in this game is because... Oh, it was written on the bench, that was nice. It's because in my... Oh, I need to update the game, thanks Lynchy. I can do that. Yeah, in my experience of watching horror movies, the best ones are always the Korean ones for me. I fucking love Korean horror movies. They're very good at it. And so I was curious as to see whether or not that would translate into video games. Ticker is updated. So Young Han, junior home roommate, she was there. And yeah, the only reason I know about this game is because I googled Korean horror game to see if one existed. Eastern Ghost horror culture is incredible. It is. There's a lot of Japanese horror movies I've seen as well. And Chinese... Actually, no, I don't think I've seen that many Chinese horrors. At least not contemporary ones, but I definitely like the games. Sort of Japanese horror titles. But, yeah, the Korean, specifically, horror movies, they're always great. There's one called Phone that I really like. Look it up. Right. Here we are. Now, before I start the game, I just want to check the DLC list because... Oh, wait. This is asking me who I've... Yeah, okay, look at this shit. So, it's one of those games where there's like a million DLC costumes. And, you know, it's stuff like this. And... Yeah. Usual fare. Sexy Santa, of course. It's a horror game with girls in it. Of course you're going to dress them up in sexy Santa clothes, and Rudolph... Fucking why? Why do they all do this? Although that cop one's pretty... Oh, Ji-hyun Valentine. I get it. But who was Vaughn? Indonesia has a growing game scene and their stories are wonderful. Ooh! I'll have to look into that. So yeah, this... Oh, your usual... I don't see any... Wait, is that like... Ragnar the Bloodedge? Fucking Blaze Blue? Okay. Well, anyway. It's one of those games. Anyway, let's get into it. Hey, Alpha V. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Halloween. A well-balanced level of difficulty. Seems good to me. Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. Just wanted to give her a little gift along with her lost diary. So Maelstrom made the joke about the chocolates earlier, and that White Day being a festival where you give chocolates to, I guess, it's like Valentine's Day, right? Kinda. I'm guessing that's probably where the game gets its name. I was being consumed by the school. Remember when this was in beta and it's come a long way, real happy it's gotten so popular. Yeah, I didn't even, like I said, I looked it up, Korean horror games, and I think the game wasn't even out yet when I found it, and I just never got around to playing it. Valentine's is boys giving chocolates and flowers to girls they like, and White Day is a month later and it's the opposite. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Ooh, first person. So one thing that they just released yesterday is there's a VR experience for this game. I bought it. It was £3.50. And it's like a first-person courage test, it's called. White Day VR courage test. So I do have that. Run and crouch. LB and is to run, crouch is X. You can either run or crouch. You're less likely to be discovered by a janitor when you're crouching. You'll feel dizzy if you run for too long. Take a break. Okay. Should go to junior home roommate first. SMS provides good guideline for beginners. But who was phone? You won't receive any texts on normal level or above. Okay, interesting. If you go near an open door, a circular icon will pop up. Press A to open or close doors. If the door is closed, it says you can use the key only if it's the right one. If no key pops up, the door can't be open. With your current status. This file looks like Ji-hyun. It's a bit of a stretch, but okay. I'm gonna butcher the Korean names. My pronunciation is not that good. I did actually learn how to say everything and read the Korean alphabet at one point, but I have long since forgotten it. Yeah, SMS would be good for you. Thanks, game. Do you want to start on normal, well-balanced? Okay, by the way, you're not getting any hints. A is to interact. You can move the pointer slowly by holding RT down and moving right trigger. I wonder if I should be playing this with a mouse. I think it will be easier to interact with stuff like this. Yeah. It does take me out of it a bit, though, which is weird. It's really dark. I can't see shit. Okay, what's going on? As of March 9th, the installation of a light fixture next to the workshop is scheduled to be completed by tomorrow. Please make sure to tidy up all the tools and ladders after their use. The wiring of the workshop is currently under repair. To workers, please do not close the steam valve of the ventilation window. That's quite an elegant solution to running over pages, by the way. What we got here? A crane made with black origami paper. We got clock puzzles? You can find different documents throughout the school. These documents contain various secrets and tips on completing your objectives. If you're stuck and not making progress, the documents might be helpful. Control this crap. You can save the game with bulletin boards. If you're dead or have quit in the middle of the game, you can continue from the last save point. Please note that any unsaved data will be lost. Oh boy, I need a felt tip pen to leave a record. I see. Like writing on photos or something. Yeah, let's immediately go in the bathroom. Seems like a good idea. Nothing... Oh, we've got old school toilets. Nothing creepy ever happens in a bathroom in a horror game. Said no one ever. Hit me! Wait, did I pause the game by accident? What? Weird? Why is it pausing? Is it when I use the sink? Is it when I look in the mirror? Is it when I stand here it pauses automatically? Or maybe it's when I press W and D at the same time. Weird. Well, when I press tab it pauses. Let's just ignore that then. Hit me! Oh. Yondo High School? I think it's pronounced like that. A coin issued by the school. You can use it at the school store or the vending machines. I'm gonna do my best with the Korean. Is anybody out there? Oh, urinals. Okay, I need to click the thing. We can hide in the toilets. Good to know. Tissue vending machine. I'm glad I read that because I was like, isn't this a school? You only really see machines like that in toilets in Britain that produce a certain kind of thing. And normally that's either weird tiny brushes that you chew in a restaurant to clean your teeth or Johnny's. This is a notice from the student body. If you haven't received the school magazine, please come pick up your copy at Junior Homeroom 6. New and transfer students... Oh, I missed that. New and transfer students are especially encouraged to get a copy as it contains information about the school and a map. Okay. What is it? Oh, fucking read it! Homeroom 6, that's where it told me to go. That's where I've been trying to go this whole time. I think I made it. There must be sufficient light to acquire items or documents or to interact with objects. You can turn on the lights in classrooms by pressing the light switch. Guessing these are study groups? Or class? Maybe this is the kind of classes that happen here. Byung Tai Kim, because viewed the chemical solvent was taken from me by the teacher. I think he's mad about that time you were fooling around and spilled it all over the garden and killed the trees. What am I supposed to do now? I have chemistry class tomorrow. You have to take care of this. You can either go and beg him, or if you aren't chicken, go get it yourself from the gym storage room. Safe. Stop closing, I'm reading. By the way, the kids say that he's very forgetful, so he hides the medals he's won in the storage room and uses them as the passcode for the safe. Storage room. How do you kill entire trees with spillage? No, don't know. Must have been a massive spillage. Class seating. Ah, that could be right, but no, it doesn't add up. I guess maybe at different periods. I don't know. I don't know. I can't read Korean. No. Yet. Soy milk. Delicious. Oh, that's a really nice looking soy milk. What do you think? Oh, really? Am I really... Okay, I thought I could search like every locker. I was worried for a minute. I kind of like that. I like that I can like look around inside it. It's like it's like a development on the Shenmue system. Okay. An evolution of School Magazine. Here we go. There's a map of the school in the appendix for freshmen. So we're in 2-6. What's that? What's that rapping? What's that rapping at my chamber door? Mr. Raven. No, it's just the wind. Cats! Aww. It's great. How does that look so good, but David Cage's team still can't make cartoons look like they won't cut you? I don't know. Or cartons. I don't know. This team have done very well in the mocap department. I think there's someone else in the school. There is. He's too busy adding naked shower scenes for the women.
How do we get in?
Yeah, I wonder how we can do it. Oh my, you totally startled me just then.
This must be Velma and Daphne then, right? You guys scared me too.
Oh, I've seen him. He's a new transfer student.
Longu arm, small head.
Really?
Velma's still my pick.
Anyway, I'm leaving.
Between Velma and Daphne, yeah. Same.
I'm Sung-Ah Kim, homeroom 8.
Sup? I'm Heemin Lee. Good, now I know who I am.
This was out of the blue. But it's nice to meet you. So, why did you come to school at this hour?
The attitude walk. Yeah, she walks like a like a pop star. I left something here.
Yeah? I'm glad that you're here. You are going to help me out.
No. No. Why should I help you?
Look, don't be a jerk about it. Come on.
I'm gonna be an asshole. I've just decided. My fate going forward has been decided.
Know what we were gonna do.
I gotta get root in the bin. Hang on a minute, lady. I'll be back. Fuck, there's nothing in here. God damn it! I'm always playing nice guy in games. Let's change that. It's a special day after all.
Oh, you're so annoying.
Oh, you can poke her. Okay, I didn't
What
mean.
it takes to help me.
I didn't mean to do that. But where are we going? Fucking Psy. You look like Psy from the back. No. I think she's being rude because I'm being an asshole.
Welcome. First time in the girls' bathroom?
No, actually, I went in here earlier and found a coin. Do you want me to stand here and wait till you're done in there?
What are you talking about? Pervert. I left my book in the home ec room. I can't get in because it's locked.
No.
I happen to know that the keys are in the auto shop classroom, but it's locked as well. But you can crawl through that vent up there and get me the keys.
That seems like a stupid idea. No, you do it.
You want me to do it myself?
No, you do it. Alright, fine.
Thank you. I knew that you'd help.
You could, like, get it tomorrow. Yeah, like, what's the rush?
We'll need a ladder.
I'm ruining
And
this,
we'll
aren't I?
also need some sort of cutting tool. Why don't you look around?
Hey, you, climb in this vent for me. Also, you go and find the tools we need to get into this vent. Thanks, I'll just stand here doing nothing! Damn it, Sai. Or whatever your name was. It's a kitty cat.
A man who never eats
The cat is looking for a baby cat.
Never a whole man.
Hi, Rob. Welcome. How you doing, buddy? Door's not opening. No, it is indeed padlocked. What's this? Also locked. Suggestion box. Wire cutter, nice. It's a weird looking tree. Hey, Ma! This tree looks like fucking grandma. No, it's not grandma. Hot and cold food. Milk coffee. Yo, you can get like a curry. You can get hot curry in this machine. Casual food. I want casual food from a machine. Give me.
A man who never eats pork buns is never a whole man.
Wait, I had a coin. I used it. What do you mean I have no coins? I just used it. Does that mean I can have milk coffee? Also, Rob, enjoy your metaphysical pork bun, and pastry, enjoy your metaphysical pork bun. I only eat hardcore gamer food. I couldn't afford a pork bun, but I can get milk coffee, premium coffee. I love canned coffee, by the way. I'm about that life. This coffee has an automaton logo. I enjoy. It does. Lighting repair work in the first floor of the main building. The workshop's wiring will be a larger job than anticipated. The repair calls for more extensive construction work. Removal of the ventilation connects to the workshop, home economics room, and the bathrooms will be necessary. That's handy to know. Right. could really go for an iced coffee right now. It's an assortment of tools. I guess I don't need them. I'll take this though. School coins. I got another one. But who was phone? I missed a little pork bun place on the way home from uni. Oh, I had a pork bun not too long ago, but I could definitely go for one again soon. Hey buddy, I'm going long night. After your run, then Hadrian sang the song of his people early. But was hit with the sleep hammer now, so you can work and spend time with my good self. Well, I appreciate that, Rob. And it sounds like you've had a rough morning. They did 6 pork buns for £4. Oh my god. I'd be dead. I'd be actually dead. I also love canned coffee, but it did get some hazelnut milk today, so my coffee's pretty lush. Oh, mate! The finest. I'm really into oat milk, but hazelnut is a good second for me. Only because it's, like, harder to find than oat milk. Right. What was your name again? I'm gonna call you Sai unless you tell me. I'm not really good with names if I'm not familiar with them. Like, it took me ages to get good at remembering Japanese names, and Korea, I have no fucking idea.
If you look around the school, you'll be able to find the things you need.
Alright. She's Sai. Okay, fine. You still never had a pork bun either, Rob. That means you're not a whole man. Thick hazelnut milk, like carnation cream. We're going in! Man, I might have to go and get an iced coffee at some point in the near future. Yo! I don't enjoy super tight spaces. I wouldn't mind an air vent like this, but yeah, I think I'm with you. Probably wouldn't ideally have to go through this. Puzzles. We know all about puzzles, don't we, chat? Pretty good at puzzles, aren't we, chat? Except when it's, like, bafflingly simple and I'd somehow completely fucking miss the solution. Rob, if you keep buying virtual pork buns, maybe one day we'll have replicators and I can actually sell real pork buns. Imagine that. Spin! Like Star Trek? Like fucking... You'd have to get, like, whatever it is that you feed the replicator, that it, like, matter, that it turns into stuff. But in order to get the stuff, somebody has to, like, write or, like, feed it into a machine to kind of extrapolate exactly how it's made, atom by atom. And there'll be people that make delicious homemade pork buns, and you could, like, order a replicant version online, and they'd, like, scan it in. And then it like prints one for you that's just like it with a replicator, and then you can order pork buns to your 3D replicator printer on your desk at any time you want. That's the future I want to live in. I legit had to crawl through one over 100 meters to get a measurement for work. They pass you sandwiches through a hatch because it took you an hour to get there and back. See, I think I'd kind of enjoy it if it was like this big, but any tighter, like I don't like the idea of being stuck in a tight space. That's probably my least favourite thing, actually. Yeah. Because I remember I was traumatized as a child because of the beginning of The Secret Dark Garden, where there's a lady under this thing, and I swear it collapses. And it looks like it squishes her, and I was just like, no! And I was a really small child, and I had to be removed from the cinema, and it was not good. So now I don't like anything that involves squishing. Pushing. Right, something's going on here. It keeps pausing on its own. I don't know why that is. Anyway, noobs, hello, happy Saturday, welcome to the Halloween special. We're playing White Day. Anyway, why is this happening? Satine? Satine! Spin! Okay. The pre-existing wiring is twisted and the metal wires are seriously corroded. It will take a few more days to fix this mess. The cause of the corrosion is unknown. If the corrosion leads to an overload, thus triggering the alarm to go off, it can be shut down temporarily by connecting the 3rd and 4th sockets. Right. I read it. I read it. But it didn't go in. 3rd and 4th sockets. Gotcha. Something about corrosion. Your brother's got you stuck under bed covers and now you're also claustrophobic. That's mean. Entirely plausible. Love is merely madness. The vent was tight, I could only push with my feet and pull with my hands, no room for arms. Yeah, no, that's not, I'm not doing that. What do you mean I can't see anything? I can see clearly. What's this? Is that a light switch? Maybe I should try interacting with this satanic circle on the floor. Oh. 3 and 4, right? The shop was sold out of marshmallows. Oh. Lights are on. Safe is open. Metal token. A wooden token that has a metal symbol on it. Gives off a lucky vibe. I guess that's one of the 5 feng shui elements. Home economics classroom key. Cool. You guys ever watched those, like, embarrassing 50s home economics videos that are, like, aimed at women? Black and white ones. They're really awful. They have not aged well. There was a video I found that was like a guide on making sandwiches. I was like, for fuck's sake. Alright, what's this? Love is merely madness. Okay. Oh! We can make lollipops, I guess. Well, I don't have anything to put in there. All I got's candy. But that's for my crush. And she must get the candy. Whoever that is. I know it started at this school. Fuck. Also, I'm pretty sure this was a cave earlier. Welcome to the kitchen, ladies. This
Not
is your new
bad.
home now. No 1960s, you're
Thanks
drunk,
a
sit there in the
lot.
corner and think about what you've done. Indeed. The school seems dangerous. I think the janitor is crazy too.
You're not trying to scare me, are you? I'm not that gullible.
I just saw him bash a kid's head in with a bat.
Oh, but did you know? This school used to be a hospital during the Korean War. Rumor has it the whole school is haunted because so many people died here during that time.
Oh.
Maybe the rumor
Good.
is true. I mean, especially on a night like this. Boo!
Boo.
Did I scare you?
No.
I guess you don't like ghost stories, huh? Oh, the doors are probably all locked by now. They lock all the doors after 10, except for the lecture hall lobby, that is. If we want to leave, we have to go to the lecture hall.
Where'd your friend go
The
anyway?
building, lecture hall, and here are all connected, right? Here. This is the key to that hallway there. Could you open it on your way out? Go ahead. I still have something to do.
What are you up to? What are you up to, Sai-chan? Whatever your name is. The pigeon looks sad in the drawing. We got a key, didn't we? Thought I saw something. Guess not. Really did, though. This is the main building 1 central hallway key. That's over there. Anything here? Nope. Okay. Her name is Kim Seong-ah, and she's the voice actress for Nurse Joy since 2003. Amazing. I'm gonna write it down because I want to try and remember their names. There we go. Wait, what did you just say to me? Did it skip something again?
That's scary. Why would you say something like that? You're the transfer student. I'm in your homeroom. Remember?
Classes girl is Seol Ji Hyung. Good. You were with So Young earlier today, right? Wait, So Young?
You know So Young?
Oh, that must be the other girl.
I guess everybody knows her, actually. I'm Jihyun Sol. You're Human Lee, right? Anyway, what are you doing here at this hour?
We are Heeman Lee. I have something to give to So Young. Oh, that's the girl from the intro.
Really? Tell me something.
Ponytail girl.
I always see you alone. Don't you have friends?
Don't worry about it. I like being alone.
Okay.
I think that was the wrong answer.
Okay, I'm going to go now.
Probably a translation thing. It's hard with games like this because they get translated and sometimes it doesn't quite... You don't really know what you're supposed to... Like, don't you have friends might have meant more like... are we going to be friends kind of thing, you know? Contextually, it might be a little different depending on the language, so... Sometimes you get confused like that. Friends are overrated, not friend, Ji-hyun. Yeah, like the answer I gave was probably worded in a way like in the original language as if to say, I don't need any friends, like stuff like that. That loading screen pick is pretty good. Now's your chance to snap it. Janitor will chase after you if he finds you while he's on patrol. Be careful when you turn on the light or run because the chance of getting caught by the janitor will increase. Okay, well I don't want to get janitored. Can't see anything, it's too dark. Why are we here at night? A lighter. R button. Mi-hyun quickened her steps toward the classroom. Whatever sunlight there was had now completely disappeared and the school was covered in darkness. Mi-hyun was annoyed with her friends. They had stopped on their way home to chat with her even though she was still busy cleaning. They didn't even offer to help and just left her on her own when they ran out of things to talk about. This made Mi-hyun uneasy as Y High School was full of scary rumours. To make matters worse, she saw no students around today. She found the echoing of her own footsteps quite nerve-wracking. Her anxiety grew even more when she saw the potted tree in the corner of the hallway. The plant used to belong to her homeroom teacher last year. It reminded her of him and what happened that year. Her homeroom teacher, Mr. B, taught Chinese. He was quiet and had a thin build. He gave off a sad vibe. He wasn't friendly at all, not even trying to connect with his students or fellow teachers. He did, however, seem interested in maintaining his plants. He took extra care in the plant of his homeroom, junior homeroom 2. He cared for his plant so much that he checked on it during every class break. Then one day, a student accidentally dumped chemical solvent on Mr. B's favourite tree. The tree turned black and shriveled up completely. Afraid of the repercussions, the student replaced the tree and decided to burn the old one. Even his friends were on his plan. Together they moved the dead plant to the incinerator and lit it on fire. The dead tree easily caught fire and was soon burning with billowing black smoke. When the flames grew more intense, a scream was heard. It was like the burning tree was screaming out in pain. That's when Mr. B came running. Watching his favourite tree burning made him go crazy. Before anyone could reason with him, he dashed into the open flames to be with his favourite tree in the fire. Both Mr. B and the tree were engulfed in flames. In a matter of seconds, no one spoke. Everyone was in shock from what they had just observed. Judging from the matching statements from the students involved, the police decided that it was a case of suicide by delusion. Mi-hyun was there that day at the incinerator. That's why every time she saw a plant Mr. B used to care for, it made her shiver. She normally made an effort not pass through where the plants were. She would have walked around it today too, if she wasn't in such a hurry. Mi-hyun tried to calm herself down when she saw a light on in a nearby homeroom. She heard someone moving in there too. Scared of being left alone in the dark building, she was happy to see there was someone else in school. She quickly opened the classroom's door, but what she saw was the back of a man in front of a plant. Mi-hyun froze in terror when she realized what she was seeing. This was her homeroom from last year, junior homeroom 2. The man slowly turned around and faced Mi-hyun, who was holding a dog's corpse with its belly ripped open, and his other hand was covered in blood. Behind him, Mi-hyun could see that blood and organs were covering the leaves and stems. He slowly approached Mi-hyun and said, "Oh good, I was running out of food for my tree." Spooky ghost story! Is that the janitor? I didn't hear no janitor. Wait. There's nowhere to hide in here. Fuck you! Wow, he really comes after you, huh? He's got a bat, mate. I need a drink. Also, I need to make sure I haven't missed my Amazon parcel. Just a sec. I had a thing open for that. Between 2:45 and 4:45 p.m. Okay. So yeah, my Amazon thing. I'm using a very old mouse. The right click is kind of busted, but it kind of makes it's kind of nice actually. It makes this kind of soft when you click. I don't know, but it's very old, and I wanted a new one, so I got a new mouse coming. I've got a wireless headset coming, and I have a mouse pad coming. Right. We're ready? PC Gamer article you're reading. FromSoft acknowledges Elden Ring still exists. Yeah, I read that this morning. They just did a tweet that was like, "We hope you're looking forward to Elden Ring." But it wasn't even a tweet on its own, it was like a follow-up to the Sekiro tweet, because they were like, "Hey, the Sekiro Game of the Year free update's out. By the way, everyone's happy about Elden Ring," so, you know, that is still a thing. A felt tip. Safe. A bright red crayon just for you! A bright red crayon just for you! Oh lord, he's coming! I didn't realise she'd led us all the way. Here. Wow, he's got good eyesight. And we can't see anything in the drawers because it's too dark. Elden Ring subreddit's going mental. I can't do anything, that goddamn janitor's in the way. Right. We've got the blood off our eyes, at least. I swear he's in that room. He just won't leave. Okay, nothing in there. There he is. Blight and the Crimson Mines. In reply to their own tweet, FromSoft acknowledged that Elden Ring is indeed a video game that it is still making, and that it's something to look forward to, indicating that it will come out at some point in the future, presumably within the lifetime of any person currently reading the tweet. That's what they said. We can go up and down stairs, I guess. That's probably the safest thing, but we've got the key to the home economics classroom, right? I thought we did anyway. Maybe not. Just the main building, one central hallway key, which is where we are now. Let's just sneak around here. Use this. I'm sure he won't notice. Okay. I need a different seal to get in there. Let's go. Can we go down? Lights. Nice. I'm gonna turn the light off and crouch because I don't know if it actually pauses the game when I read. Okay. Just normal school door locks. Yeah, that's fine. My school was all about talismans and you know, magical energy fields. In fact, I got a thing about Talisman I got to mention. I got to tell you about the game of Talisman I played the other day, but first I'm going to read this thing. Right. A woman locked in the closet, ghost story number 4. Tai-Hoon was serving detention again. He was made to write an essay to apologize for beating someone up that afternoon. The real problem Tai-Hoon had was that he was the only one being punished. He suspected that the boy he fought was from a wealthy family. Tai-Hoon knew that the faculty coordinator was corrupt enough to take bribes. Unlucky day, he thought. His arm felt like it was going to fall from all the riding he did. I guess fall off. To top it off, he was also hurting from the fight. The other student couldn't beat him fair and square, so he had grabbed a broom and swung it at Tai-Hoon. It was at that moment that Tai-Hoon had just taken away the broom that the faculty coordinator showed up. Because of that, Tai-Hoon ended up getting beaten even more. Thinking about everything that happened made him angry again. He tried to calm himself down, and was determined to beat up the boy as soon as he came to school tomorrow. Suddenly, he heard a clattering sound in the closet behind him. It sounded like a mouse was trapped inside. Since the building was very old, it wasn't rare to find a mouse in school. I was reading that it wasn't rare to find... Where is it? It wasn't rare to find a mouse in school. He tried to ignore it and concentrate on writing his essay, but the clattering sound continued. Already agitated, Tyhoon violently threw open the closet doors. What he found was not a mouse. There were rumours that a ghost's head had been seen flying out of the closet. There were also rumours that male students had been found inside the closet, with their bodies crushed and mangled. The teachers tried to contain it, but the story spread like wildfire. According to rumours, the school is used as a concentration camp for political prisoners during the occupation. Many people died here after being tortured, with the dishonour of being labelled traitors. One of these tortured souls included a woman who was arrested on behalf of her husband who dodged conscription during the war. She was tortured viciously to reveal the whereabouts of her husband, but kept her silence. In the end, they locked her up in a specially designed closet where she could neither lie nor sit. She died slowly in agony without being able to move. It was after the war ended that her corpse was recovered. It is said that they had difficulty putting her body in a coffin because her neck and knees were bent stiffly at odd angles. Students believe that her ghost still wanders around in the halls of the school. It's said that if you open a closet at night, she will stick out her twisted neck to claim her next victim. Tyhoon is a fun name. It's pretty good. Tyhoon the Typhoon! That's what they call him in the ring. Typhoon Hoon. I can't get in the bin, can I? I'm already in the bin, I think. So, yeah, there's people locked in closets. Right. Good note. Ooh. It's a Behringer mixing desk. Wow, they're not even... Yeah, they've even got the logos on. You're supposed to not do that for legal reasons, but okay. Hern Tyhoon. Hern. When I get a new GPU, I'm gonna probably play Red Dead finally. Wait. C is for Spain. Why are there bloody handprints? A math workbook with bloody marks. Not that bad. Hello. Plants. It's a weird looking tree. Maybe I should burn it. See what happens. Maybe that ghost will come back. I don't know why I can open this. Yeah, school coins. I can almost afford, what do you call it? Curry. Is that a monkey? No, it's a face going on a hoodie. I thought it was like a gorilla from here. I want to be monkey! This is her homeroom. Can't get in there. Nobody here but us trees. Bloody bandage. Okay. It's got a very interesting atmosphere, this game. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh! I can get curry now! Yes! That's exciting. What is this for? I wonder. Look, Mr. Sowen, I'm temporarily locked the second floor lobby's door because some of the kids are sneaking into the auditorium passageway that's been shut down. If you need the key, you can find it on the key box at the main office. I left the password inside the toolbox that we always use. Okay. That's a save point. But I only have one pen left. I should save it. This is the old plants again. Yeah, this place is fucked up. Any more coins? No? No tissues? Hmm. Oh, right mouse button. That's what it is. Right mouse button is pausing it, and this is my old fucked mouse. Right. Now I understand. At least I know why it's pausing itself. Fuck. Dan is here.
Time for a drink.
Alright. I got away with it. I can still hear his keys going. Where is he? I can't get in any of these rooms, so I don't have much choice. Need to get back to the staircase. Main office. Toolbox. Where's the main office? All the way back down there. Okay. And the toolbox, I think, was down here. It's like we're going back. That janitor's probably down here somewhere. Stop it. Although, I wonder what's upstairs. Nothing. Okay. Except the love letter. A love confession letter written by a female student. Can we read it? I guess we better not. We should give this back to whoever wrote it. That would be the nice thing. What was that noise? Guess that was us walking into this or something. Main office is just to the left. Yeah. I guess he heard us because he started running. Damn it, I don't know. Where's the box? It said it was in a box. We're in the main office now. Oh, there. And there's a combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotcha. The combination is in the toolbox. They always use the toolbox was past the end of this corridor in here by the workshop, right? It's interesting how they have the uniforms there. I'm trying not to run because they'll hear me a mile away. But I think he's heading in our direction. But also, we can buy curry now. Yeah. Sweet! Gimme! Hooray! Is it just cold? Simple lunchbox. Being full gives you energy and puts you in a good mood. That's right. Tool belt. A worker's tool belt has screwdrivers of varying sizes on it. It said there was a code in the tool belt. Is it written on the back? Oh! 3126. Nice. I like that. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the room that we were in before with all the cultist stuff. Can I still sneak through here? Guess I can't reach. wonder where those other kids went. Do you think Kim Seong-ah is still in here? Kim? No? No, but this door is busted. Whee! We got 15 viewers in chat, by the way. I hope you're all having a good time. I hope you're all drinking in this atmosphere. Stop clicking. That mouse of mine is going to arrive in the next 2 hours, and I'm going to replace it immediately. This is a good game, yeah. It's very atmospheric, and that janitor I don't like because he's not that easy to get away from. It's the problem I have with some horror games. Once you know the cost of failure, once you understand the penalty of being caught, whatever that is, it's often much easier to deal with. Especially if it's not particularly difficult to get away from them. This guy's a bit of a pain. Is that Pepper Army Man? It's a drawing of a stick bug saying something. Get stick bugged. That's what he's saying. School memes. I will keep opening the menu. It's not just the mouse doing it itself, but I also have a twitch on one of my fingers. The middle finger on my right hand, which is where the right mouse button is occasionally just clicks things without me wanting it to. It wiggle. Hey! Stop. It's not a whole lot I can do about that. Actually, I've taken to holding it in the air. Have you used it too much to flip other people off? Maybe. I do have a problem with this hand because I broke it a couple times, and it healed in such a way that I can't really. Well, I've broken the wrist, and I can't bend it back anymore, really. And the fingers also have healed in such a way that they're basically all attached to the little finger now, so it's harder to move them independently. And so for that reason, I tend to hold my fingers like a couple of inches above the mouse, so they're floating, and then I click what I need to click, because if I don't do that, I'll just right-click all the time. The Mini ITX came. Ooh, beautiful. They are tiny. Is that the one that you can... Oh no, I'm thinking of... They did a Nano ITX that you could fit inside a Game Boy, but the Minis are still small. Is that for your alternate PC? That should be really cool. Oh yeah, Talisman. I was going to tell you guys about this game of Talisman I had. So, 3126, check it out. If anyone doesn't know, Talisman is a tabletop game by Fantasy Flight. It's now owned by Games Workshop. There's a digital edition. I love the game Talisman. I used to play it all the time. I have a friend who owns all the expansions, and so we played like these ridiculous games. But I bought the Steam version with all the expansions because it's much cheaper to do that than it is to buy the real ones by a magnitude of about 10 times. 3126. Because you're looking at thousands these days for a full set. But yeah, it was like 20 quid, the game with all the expansions, and since then they've added a couple of digital-only expansions, which is fine because there are certain things that can only really work with the digital edition, otherwise you'd need like 1,000 cards. Combined with other keys. That's interesting. And one of the expansions they added that was on the free weekend, because they rotate them for free, was, I think it's called Beast Hunters. And it was a classic Talisman. It was like utter bullshit. Basically, every 5 turns, there's only 2 of us playing it, and every 5 turns, it would spawn like a giant monster on the main region of the map, and these monsters can win the game. So we had this one that was like a spider, and the spider would walk around the board, and every time it went past someone it would do damage to them, and it would put this little thing down, the brood token, and for every turn it would move 3 spaces, but for every brood token it'd have it move an additional space. So basically all it did was walk around the board until it had covered the board in brood tokens, and then it was impossible to win the game. So it had reached the apex and had beaten the game, because it would just walk eternally around in a circle and kill anyone by passing through them about 3 times. So that was annoying. But like every other turn after that, it would spawn additional enemies. And the very first draw I got in that game of Talisman, the very first 2 cards I pulled, because I played a character that makes you pull 2 cards instead of 1, was a Poltergeist that makes you move only 1 turn at a time, and a Rock. Rock is a Highland card. I did not beat the Rock, and because I didn't beat the Rock, 5 kg weight, that's cool, I was sent to the Highland. So I got stuck in the Highland for the entire game, only moving 1 space at a time, and there were spaces at basically either side of me that would just keep pushing me back, and one of the monsters kept pushing me around, and I couldn't get out. And that lasted about 2 hours, and then we were like, well, this is shit. And the spider won, and then we started a new game. So that was a fun game of Talisman. It's classic Talisman. I always say, if you're having a good time, you're not playing it right, because the game is out to kill you. Always. But if there were more of us, and we'd focused... Fuck. And we'd focused on the actual killing of the monsters, I think it would have been better. That was not a good... That was not an okay place to spawn the janitor game. That was not an okay place to spawn the janitor game. Anyway, I was saying, one of the other digital expansions they did is this really cool one. I can't remember what it was called, maybe Spirit World, something like that. But the idea is when you die, which happens a lot in Talisman because the game is evil, rather than just losing all your shit and starting again, you become a ghost and you go to the Spirit Realm, and there's a whole new deck of cards for the Spirit Realm, and you can get like spirit only items and stuff, and you can create these portals that cross between the realms, and like it's pretty great. It adds some items that are like insta-kill, craft, or strength item. There's like 1 in each deck. And there's this boss that if you beat him in the Spirit World, you win the game, basically. So, yeah. It's entirely possible to farm that game to the point where you have the item, and then you draw the boss, and then you just kick his head in, and it's done. And I kind of like that, because it's nice to have those easy outs in Talisman if you play your cards right, because it's always a gamble. But, yeah, good. Anyway, Talisman ran over. It's a game I enjoy very much. If anyone else has it on Steam, I'd be happy to play sometime with other people as well. But it is a long game, you need quite a bit of time to play it. Right, we can go to the auditorium now. Talisman story over. You just assume you have whatever it is. Maybe. I don't know if they've ever put it in a bundle, but it's also extraordinarily cheap. The version I bought that had every expansion was 20 quid, and I think the game on its own is like 3, and I might have had some copies and given them out. Does this mean so young? Maybe? Maybe she's the kind of girl who take your heart and leave you feeling worse than you did at the start, 'cause she's a head fuck. Yeah, my baby is a head fuck. Fuck you! How did you not see me? Head Fuck. It's a song by the Wild Hearts, which is a band that I often listen to during games of Talisman, so it pops into my head at this point. You piece of shit, janitor. You can't just be bringing that shit up in the Humpy Bumpy. I'm gonna eat some chocolate to calm my nerves. I did not enjoy that. If you don't have Talisman, you've not played it, we should definitely play it sometime. I'll be happy to purchase people a copy. You haven't... Talisman is the Porkman of tabletop games. You haven't played a game of Talisman. You haven't played a game...
A man who never eats pork buns is never a whole man.
That's right. If you haven't played a game of Talisman, if you haven't spent 3 hours building up your strength, gathering all of your gear, and then get turned into a frog and immediately killed just because of one bad dice roll, you haven't lived. You're never a whole game man. It's a game that actively tries to fuck over everyone who plays it and encourages everyone who plays it to fuck each other over. By the way, that has happened to me more than once, and on one occasion, it was because somebody had cast a spell on me called Random, which can outright kill you, actually. There's a spell that can outright kill you if you roll a 6. And they also had a thing that forced me to... that let them choose my dice roll instead of me rolling. So they were basically, I'm going to cast this spell on you and also you're going to die from it. It's like, fuck you. Willing to give it a try but never been big on tabletop games. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that because it's a digital edition, it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. But I think you might enjoy it. It's not a game where you have to, like, put a lot of brain power into it. You can have a strategy that works for you, but it's basically D&D with dice rolls. A lot of it is down to dice rolls and random card draws, and you just kind of deal with what comes your way. Oh, hello. So this is why I like Korean horror. This is a kind of a standard Korean horror thing. Sort of thing. And now she's invisible. Good, it gets better, does it? You can complete the ghost collection in the game by collecting all kinds of ghost stories, encountering different ghosts. You can also collect various endings by clearing the game. Check your collected items and achievement progress. Okay. So did I just collect that ghost? Is it like Pokemon? Huh. There's a chrysanthemum here left for someone. Suppose I'll probably leave that there. I got a coin. Maybe that's why this corridor was off limits. What do you think? I just want you all to remember that I have a VR version of this, experience based on this now. Well, I'm not getting out that way. Fuck that. I don't foresee this ending well. There's a ghost head coming at me. Ah. I guess I paused it at the exact right point. I saw it in my peripheral vision. I could see the ghost. So that's why this corridor was off limits. It was containing a ghost! Wow. But I was gonna go in there. Now I've got to go back. Fuck, where am I gonna go now? Stupid ghosts. Ruining all my fun. Oh, hello. Ji-hyun. Seol Ji-hyun. What are you doing? Sneaking around at night in the ghost school?
Oh. I've seen you.
Another one.
What are you doing here at this hour?
Was that So Young? Or was that someone else? Oh, it is So Young. I wanted to give you some candy.
What? You came here just to do that?
Yeah, I saw Ji-hyun too.
Ji-hyun is here too?
Wait. Oh. Oh, that's not good. So Young dropped something. Some special puzzles need to be solved within a time limit. You will see the remaining time displayed at the top once it starts. You cannot save the game. Shit, I've got 10 minutes to solve this puzzle. She dropped something. What is it? Main building 1 master key. Alright. Does that mean I can get in all the doors now? I don't know what that is. We need some kind of flame to burn that tree or something, right? Oriental Studies interests theory of the 5 elements. Well, wood is one of those elements. Gotta read it quick. So the importance of 5 elements of the lesson what about wood today? The 5 elements are expressed by wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Wood represents birth, fire is a stage of growth, metal is a stage of collection, water is a stage of union, and earth represents the soil upon which the previous 4 progress. Okay, let's see if that helps us. timer pauses when I look indoors. That's good to know. Yeah, curry. Delicious. The school is pretty good about managing lost belongings. The school rule is unless an owner is found, lost items will be kept indefinitely. They're sorted by the dates they were found and grouped in boxes accordingly. The items have been unclaimed for long periods of time and stored separately. Oddly enough, there are some expensive and rare things that can be found here. The items in the storeroom can be used by anyone. Let's talk about the secret of this storage room. The room gives off a cold and creepy feel, like in a haunted house. Some say it's like because where all the unwanted items are stored, but others speculate it's because the items left by people have killed themselves. Let's take a look at the following story. C found a cushion that she really liked. She was worried that the cushion would be claimed before it was thrown into the Forever Lost box. In the end, the cushion made its way to her, but she lost it shortly after, and the cushion was returned to the storage room by someone else. C went to the Lost and Found and took the cushion back, but somehow the cushion found its way back to the storage room. This went on for a while before she finally gave up. A former graduate recalls a time when he was shocked when entering the storage room. A music box he had seen on the storage room while he was attending the school 10 years ago was still there, in the exact same condition it was back then. Perhaps there really are items possessed by ghosts in that room. Another mystery is the fact that the quantity of lost items seems to be maintained at a certain level at all times. Interesting. Just a sec, chat. Fine. We are getting closer to Amazon time. Okay. Ghost music box. Anyway, we should probably try and save that girl. Closer to monkey time. Monkey! Felt tips, more of those, any day of the week. Okay. Music has no chill. Piece of class schedule, mathematics, that's what it is. Okay, that's one. I suppose the janitor's still running around. Made Fothig. No, she's not dead yet. But this is a thing that exists. It's a weird looking tree. It is a weird looking tree. How do I... Can I burn it? Yeah, that ain't normal. Ain't what trees look like. Shit, I am running out of time, you're right. Man, it's a weird looking tree! It looks like grandma! Request insect repellent spray to prevent damage caused by insects when participating in outdoor activities. Keep away from heat and open flame as the content is extremely flammable. Requested to main office. Submitted by the hiking club. Is this the hiking club? We got it. Nice. I got an idea. It won't let me do that. No? I mean, I'd be using it to burn that shit. Okay, fine. These are all club rooms, I guess, so... emergency kit. Oh, door's gone. I'll be right back.
More of this.
Porky. In the 20 seconds it took me to go downstairs and answer the door, the Amazon guy rang the doorbell 3 times and called my mobile phone. And I live on a 2nd-story apartment, which is clearly labelled. What the fuck do you expect me to do? Jesus. Right. You know what? I'm just going to open this right quick, because if it's the new mouse I can swap it now and it'll stop being shit. Indeed. I have a mouse mat and a new mouse and a headset, so let's just save some. I'm gonna lay that down because this mouse thing's really pissing me off. Take a second. A 2-minute setup break. Doing it live. Found a good, how much is that HDMI thing? I don't need that right now. Right. This mouse mat is much bigger than I thought it would be. But it's actually just the right size. One moment. Oh yeah, that's way better. Get the other blasted mice off out of here. Get out of here. One moment. Now lift that up there. That. Get rid of this. We're upgrading right in the middle of the stream. It's amazing. It's gonna be like the second half of the game will be like so much better. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Get that nice mouse mat down there. And then we plug the keyboard there. Oof. Right as the girl's dying. I mean, it's fine. I'm pretty sure the time is paused. 67's not bad. I usually imagine about 50 quid for one of those at the minimum. So that's pretty good. Right. Now I'm a pro gamer. Who was it? It was the girl we came here to give the chocolates to. It was So Young. She died so young. I'm sorry, that was an insensitive joke. At the expense of her name. Just because it was Korean. That's not very fair, is it? Right. I can't believe that dude made me like... Oh god. Six minutes. Fucking yeet myself down the stairs like that. Bit of wire tidying. Oh, this is a nice mouse. Feels good. And then this plugs in here, I believe. Oh, yeah, everything glows. Hey Google, lights on. You can do it. Yeah, no, okay, that is cool. That is cool. We're back baby, we're ready to go. Thanks for putting up with me for that quick break, but that mouse was really fucking me off and I really wanted to change it over, so we're back. Brand new mouse. Nice new mouse mat. Let's go save So Young. You put the switch in admin, nice. I'll check it out later. That seems really cool. Oh, this feels awesome. I haven't even put the drivers on yet, and it's lovely. The buttons are all working. I imagine the drivers are just to do with mapping the extra buttons anyway. Shit, this is a puzzle I need to solve. We're in the gym, what's this? Remember, left then right, right then left. Don't wear a hat when seeing the school nurse. I think she hates hats. So there's a safe code. Temporarily locked out of the second floor lobby store because some of the kids are sneaking into the auditorium passageway. If you need the key, you can find it in the key box. I already got that. Purchase request, we got that. Oriental studies, we've read all that. Okay. Was that a rumour that I picked up just a second ago then? Yeah, it's this one. According to statistics, people with specialized jobs commit more suicides than average people. Gender-wise, more women tend to commit suicide than men, and more adolescents, those in their 20s and 30s, and elderly, are subject to suicide. Statistics show that suicide rates peak during spring and fall. Oh god, this is long. Just... the music's making me panic read. Man, there's a weird fucking hat! The nurse hates hats. Just with these facts, it can be argued that rather than being rational, the motives of suicide are often emotional ones. In most cultures, suicide is treated as a crime or escaping from reality. In a religious standpoint, it is considered a sin. Suicide is one of the choices that God has granted humans, but it is also the greatest punishment. Researchers today say that broken identity, anxiety, and stages of hopelessness lead to suicide. Especially for teenagers, it's most commonly caused by mental stressors. Mental stress causes serious damage to people who do not possess a fully developed sense of self. In such cases, it's crucial for the people around the at-risk to show continuing support and interest. A person ready to commit suicide feels that they are at a crossroads. They choose death when they decide that life is meaningless. Let us not forget... This is really weird. Sorry, I'm just playing with this texture on the mousepad. Let us not forget that we do not need some grand reason to continue on with our lives. Life is meaningful enough as being an opportunity to grow and better yourself. The support from loved ones can greatly reduce the chance of suicide. Life can be meaningful, even in a simple breath. And I wish I'd read that not when this music with no chill was popping off, because it really kind of ruins it. Oh shit, okay. Do we really have time for this? But the thing that we need to solve the puzzle could be in there. Okay. Where's my pen and paper? It is. Right. Left, then right. So left 96. Right 94. And is it then right 80? No, it's got to be... Left 86, right 83, right? But it could be the other way around. It's not worded in a way that I can understand very easily. Right, what are we going to? Okay, I think this is a different save. Because I was given many numbers. Typewriter button M. Interesting. Another felt tip. Oh, a gym teacher's cap. Red cap that resembles a drill instructor's. It's probably a gym teacher's. I'm going to wear this in the nurse's office. That'll fuck her off. Left 96. Left 4. Remember we got a note earlier about medals being the codes. Right 94. That's 2. Left 86 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 83 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 2, 5, 9. You have yellow curved fruit. Banana milk? Yeah, I'm finding out, like, they gave me the master key after the timer started, and they expect me to go and save that girl, and I'm just like, no, I want to do all the shit. Come on. Chemical solvent. That kills plants. That kills trees. We did it. Okay. We can save So Young. That has to be it. But is it this that we kill? died fast. Fuck. Do we have to kill the rest of the plants? Sorry, So Young, I used the chemical on some random plant. Lol. Entirely possible that I have just fucked myself, yeah. Oh, there's another one. Kill the Brock, give her Chuck. The game. It's getting really tense, huh? Are there any more plants? No. Maybe in this corridor there's another one. I don't recall though. It could be that I have to take care of the other plants that are downstairs. Yeah, I haven't seen the janitor in a while, and I don't know if he's gonna still be here during this. Guess we'll find out. Sure, I hate to lose my last few minutes just because of a goddamn janitor, but I've got some healing items, so I could probably tank my way through them if I have to. Way to go, kid. Oh. Ow! Well, I wasn't expecting that. Chug the milk! What do you mean? Lol. Fuck. Lost a lot of progress there. I thought I'd have to run up to her and use the things, but I guess maybe killing the plants is what kills her. Shit. Where are we even? Oh, it saved it just before. That's nice.
Oh. I've seen you. What are you doing here at this hour?
So we could just mainline this part now.
What? You came
Time
here
for a drink, I guess.
just to do that? Ji-hyun is here too?
Eek. Have a sip of the drink. Right. This is how we do. Anyway, didn't we see Ji-hyun messing with this plant? Is she responsible? Wait, I need to find that key first. Key was in one of these rooms. Did I not pick that key up? I was looking at it. I didn't. So the fucking I looked at the key but didn't pick it up. She really is Sai, huh? The ponytail is Momo. No, it's the glasses girl that was messing with the plant. Yeah, well, I know I didn't pick up the key, right? But the camera was looking at the key and it did it automatically, so I thought that meant it picked it up for me, but I guess I was wrong. Fuck me, I guess. What I will say is that it's a really good time to loot these rooms, because I don't think the janitor's about. So I actually might do that again. But, like, faster than last time. Like this. Get the chemicals and loot them while doing the plants, yeah. Why not? Chemical. I think they changed the code. They did. I wonder if it changed the medals as well. I'm gonna find out. It didn't. Okay. Didn't think so. Okay, that's good. What else was there? Felt pens. I don't think there's anything else in here. There, the cap. Isn't there something down here that I missed? Typewriter button M. Yeah. Good shit. That's one ghost plant. Cursed ghost plant. I don't know if I can get in this room. There's number 2. Now I've got to quickly scramble through these classrooms. Get all the felt tips. We're doing this. We're going fast. Sit back a bit. So one of the other things that arrived, chat, is a wireless headset that I ordered. One with a pretty decent mic, so I hear on tests. That's gonna really help me out when it comes to doing VR stuff for stream. So I'm going to check that out afterwards and see if I can get it to sound super good, and then next time I do a stream, which I don't know when that will be, maybe we'll try and do some tomorrow just to catch up and finish Dino Crisis and Parasite Eve. But I could use that to test the mic and see how good it is. Lynchy with the cute rewards. It's really hard to find a good sounding wireless headset mic, but a surprising contender in a third-party manufacturer called MPOW appears to have done a reasonably priced wireless headset with a decent mic. It still has a lot of, from what I heard in some demos, it still gets some little sibilance issues, but you can fix those with EQ, and I tend to do that anyway. mic is way better than it should be. It absolutely, like, literally almost as good as the wireless mod mic, and the mod mic wireless is the best mic that I'd heard before that Empower one. Because all the expensive headsets, that, you know, like these £300 SteelSeries, all this shit, the mics are fucking garbage. The quality's terrible. But something else that it will be that'll be really nice is that they are not open back headphones. So if I'm able to use them entirely for streams, it will resolve a couple of issues that we occasionally have with noise bleed from me coming through on Discord. So that would be a nice bonus. There is something I missed. We only have 5 minutes left. I think there were any plants this way, right? Yes, there was. Piss off, pet. Right, so the Cursed Witch Room is in one of these classrooms. Four minutes and 20 seconds. I am dilly-dallying. Oh, it glows. Another way. It's gonna be worth it later when we don't have to do this. And the janitor's nowhere to be seen. A report card of a good student. I think this is the curse room. Yeah. This is probably the ghost of that one teacher, you think? Doing like mad evil shit. Didn't leave any plants in here, did you? No. Maybe now I can go downstairs to that cursed room? Yeah. It's the plant motherfucker, yeah. that was his name. Plants motherfucker. Alright. It was this way? Eat shit and die! Yo, that was awesome. It's the burnt tree. Yeah, he like merged with the burnt tree and became an evil ghost. I guess. No! QTEs! There we go. Because I had the thing, I was able to burn him. Oh. I thought it was in a cutscene. Arthropods that are arachnids, what? They weren't bugs? 8-legged, ew! 6 to 8 eyes. Body parts are head, chest and stomach. What's the difference? There's a wandering kind and a settling kind. They can't chew, they dissolve their prey with stomach fluid. Gross. Its thin bones and squishy body makes it hard to make a preserved specimen. That's how they make one in the biology. How'd they make one in the biology lab? Next week's assignment is measuring the spider's weight using the specimen. The teacher promised to tell a scary story if class ends early next week. I'm excited. Okay. That locker's full of ghosts. What else? Is new. Piss off, ghosts. I already dealt with one ghost in this room. Not enough real estate. Okay. Janitor will be back now. I expect. I'm going to be careful just in case. I don't see So Young either. Yeah, she just disappeared. Oh. Okay, interesting. She did leave a talisman. The wood token. That's 2 of 5. Is this an art room? I guess the rooms are just rooms, right? Geetus. Document. 17! There's that many ghost stories. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Are you sitting comfortably, chat? A and B were very, very close classmates. A always took care of B, who was very fragile. B was always thankful to A for that. Without A, B knew it would be impossible to have a normal school life. To B, A was the most important person in the world. Then one day there was an accident at the school. There was a fire in the old school building and unfortunately B was inside. B could not escape and died in the fire. A was deeply saddened by B's death. She could almost hear B screaming out A's name, begging to be saved. In the imagination of A, the desperate voice calling for help from B slowly filled with resentment. A felt very sad and thought that B's death was her fault. After that, A did not step outside her room. A's mind was full of thoughts about B. Even while asleep, B would appear in the dream of A, resenting A for not being there to save B. Being awake was no different. The voice of B always followed A. A knew it must be an auditory hallucination created by her sadness and guilt, but A was in agony nonetheless. A began to lose weight day by day, suffering from the pain and guilt. Then one night, A quietly snuck out of her home to visit the school. A passed the bench in the school field where they always sat and chatted with each other, and arrived at the spot where B died. A heard the resentful voice of B even there. A thought it was time to end her agony. To escape the sadness and guilt of losing a friend she loved, A chose suicide. A thought that going to where B was now would be the only way to escape from the haunting voice of B. A chose to hang herself. The pain was so great that A couldn't breathe until her sight slowly faded away. As if coming to greet A, the face of B appeared faintly in front of her. The face of B, glowing with a hazy blue light, was smiling brightly. B's face came closer and whispered, "Thanks, I needed you to die so I can live again." A struggled to breathe to save herself from her fate. The voice that just whispered was the voice of B, the same voice that had been following A ever since B died. A wasn't hearing things. The voice was real. What a hoe. God damn it. Why you gotta be like that? Lucky word token.
Hey,
It's
why are
Sai.
you still here?
Sionga.
What was that noise I heard?
Oh, trees. A big tree monster kidnapped so young.
Tree? Are you insane?
Yes.
I don't understand what you're saying. Why are there so many guys in this school who are completely obsessed with So Young?
Oh, she is Sai.
She's not even that pretty.
Does that mean that So Young is Peach Girl? Is Momo? Momo Young?
Hey, come on, be honest. Are you here this late because you're into So Young as well? Is it because tomorrow is White Day?
None of your business.
Have it your way then. Look, wake up, stupid. You think you're the only one So Young bewitched with that face of hers? You don't know this?
Finally, a horror
She's
game that
the
isn't Christmas, right?
Witch.
A witch! Burn her! Is So Young really like that?
Yes, she is.
She is
And
fucking
that's
Sai.
not all. There are a ton of totally strange rumors about her. Rumor has it, So Young... Huh? Did you hear something just now?
I heard some ghost lolling. Shall I go after Sung A? Or go to where the sound is coming from? Oh, it's you again.
What are you doing in here? Tell me, what happened earlier?
You tell me.
Yeah, I'm fine. I can't remember anything. I woke up on the floor of a completely different room. I have a feeling
It had Christmas outfit
that
DLC.
tonight is
It
very
did.
different.
Counts, right?
Maybe the day is here. You know something too.
But why do all the horror
Don't
games
you?
have Christmas-themed objects in them? Like, what is it about Christmas that has to be in horror games? A white day equals I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. There was a piece of wood that looked like a talisman. All I did was put that piece in place.
Oh yeah? Maybe.
That might have caused it. Shit, I accidentally skipped that. That was my finger clicking it. Off of he had a Christmas break screen doesn't mean it's Xmas. I didn't say this game was in Christmas. But it definitely has Christmas outfits. And why does it have Christmas outfits? Why does every horror game have some Christmas related thing? What is that about? I need to know. I need to know. Someone out there has the answers. It's the biggest mystery of our time. Why are game developers obsessed with horror Christmas? Wait a minute. I think this is a very simple puzzle, isn't it? No maths on the first day? I don't know. I need more of those thingies. Puzzles. Finally a horror game that isn't set at Christmas. It is definitely, without a doubt, set the day before White Day. But why does it have Christmas costumes? God damn it. When is White Day? That's like March? March 14th. Why the fuck's it got Christmas clothes in? Is there a Christmas DLC? Well, whatever's happening, we've got one more hour of White Day before we move on to the Indie Horror Showcase. There used to be a small pond between the main building and the auditorium. Right, if there's a Christmas DLC, that means that this horror has a part that is set at Christmas. And that means it does count. And the every horror game is a Christmas game list. I don't think it does, though. Fucking Parasite Eve. Christmas time. The mental health... Actually, I think that might be because of Die Hard that Parasite Eve has a Christmas thing. Because it's very much based on Die Hard Lethal Weapon sort of tropes. And then monsters. So, that kind of makes sense. Lifeline? No fucking idea. The mental health of the students, the anxiety of students and their ineffective coping methods. Taegun Lim, school administration manager and Korean language teacher. Many of our students suffer from considerable anxiety about their future. This is quite natural considering their state as adolescents. However, some students are using odd methods in an attempt to cope with their anxiety issues. These odd coping methods are spreading across the school like wildfire, in a way that brings light to the fact that the students today lack responsibility and a sense of identity. The real problem, however, is that some of those odd coping methods are taken as more than just a joke. They are turning into a fanatic religion. Students who have yet to form a solid sense of identity are more easily lured into joining these fanatic sects. One of the main coping methods that students are using is the act of calling the dead. Using a Ouija board, students attempt to call upon the dead to quell the uncertainties they face by asking the ghost questions. Oh, that was my hand again. Using a Ouija board, students attempt to call upon the dead to quell the uncertainties they face by asking the ghost questions, or even to predict the future. At a glance, it could be dismissed as an immature act of self-reassurance that can be safely ignored. However, that is not the case. When such acts are committed repeatedly, the student will often eventually lose his or her grasp on reality, and in some extreme cases, the student exhibits a full-on psychological breakdown. This matter must be resolved for the safety of the school, and heavy supervision is advised until a... Okay, I guess that's it. Solution is found. I'll finish it for you. Until a Luigi board. Is this a Luigi board? Oh, Mario, summoning the spirits of the dead! What are you talking about, Luigi? You crazy? What's this? What ain't that? Oh, hello. Alright, One of your eyes is hanging off. Okay. Never mind then. Ooh, what's this room? We're going deeper underground. The phone is ringing. What's up? That was... I don't want any. I don't want any. You know those random calls telling me that there's a problem with my Windows XP are getting weirder and weirder. Is this a puzzle? I don't know who these people are. Oriental Studies. Interesting theory of 5 elements. Oh, wait a minute. The theory of 5 elements is made up of a cycle of harmony and aversion. Harmony being an energy aiding another energy to flow better, and it is a forward movement in the cycle. In contrast, aversion is when an energy is going against another energy to block its flow, and it's backwards movement in the cycle. The flow of aversion is as follows. Metal can cut through wood. Wood takes nutrients from the earth. Earth can block water from flowing. Water extinguishes fire. Water extinguishes fire. As fire melts metal, then the cycle repeats. Metal becomes wood. Oh, metal cuts through wood, okay. The flow of harmony is as follows. Fire and earth. Fire returns to earth after being exhausted. Metal is extracted from earth. Metal becomes the source for water. Water raises wood. As wood burns to create fire, the cycle resumes from the first. In the cycle of harmony there is a hidden principle that all wrongs will be righted. This can be said to be a true reflection of the depth of an Eastern philosophy. Of Eastern philosophy. Okay. That probably has something to do with the pictures on the wall behind me. And I was wondering if something about the colours or something, each one maybe reflects. I don't know, I've got this weird theory that it's like... I don't know. Maybe if I did this. Now I see them better. It's like Guess Who? Which ones? Wait, there's 2 wearing glasses, there's 2 wearing hats, there's 2 not wearing hats, there's 2 blue... Oh no, it's technically blue too. I feel like that's something to do with that clue. You know what I mean? Like... fire and something... harmony... Metal, wood, earth, water, fire. only other thing to do with it was... fire and earth. Fire returns to earth after being exhausted. Earth and metal. I don't think this is going to help us. I'm trying to bust our brain something that we need more clue with. Okay, there's nothing in there. Big Busco. Oh, more document. All teachers working night shifts. The passcode to the principal's office has been changed due to a recent leak of the previous passcode. The passcode is on the chalkboard in the student department office, written with a piece of special chalk that is invisible under fluorescent light. Oh, unique. Department office. The principal does not approve of others entering his office while he's away. Please use the passcode only in case of emergencies or special circumstances. Vice Principal Sang Moon Lee of Yondu High School. A pin. Yeah, this game's pretty cool. I think I like this. I definitely like the spooky stuff that's happening, but also this kind of exploration and investigation stuff. Oh, it's like a living area? Let's learn about Morse code. I know about Morse code. Morse code is a communication code invented and developed by Samuel Finley and Breese Morse that can Samuel Finley Breese Morse that can compose and send sentences using short and long signals. It is considered the most basic emergency communication device due to the fact that you can. Music, please. I'm trying to read. I clicked again. You can communicate using very simple signals. As Morse code is composed of short and long signals, you do not need a special device to communicate as long as you can express it. For example, you may send messages by controlling the speed at which you blink or tap with your fingers. For this characteristic, it appears often in books and movies where the main character in danger uses it to secretly send messages without being found out by the enemy. The original Morse code requires that you pause about 3 short signals between sending of a text. But depending on the situation, it's possible to send signals continuously. In such cases, you want to analyze it in sections broken up using the same number as the signals. For example, if it's a number, every 5 signals indicate a number. So for a 4-digit number, it would be 5 times 4 equals 20. Thus, you would analyze 20 signals in sections of 5. What? What are you explaining? Every 5 signals indicates a number? I mean, I know what the numbers are. Let's do that. Lost and found room key. Ooh, there's ghosts there. There's a ghostly pillow there. I heard about that. I'm gonna go check it out. What's in your fridge, buddy? Anything for me? You know? Caffeine and teenagers. Coffee is the most popular beverage containing caffeine. Are you sure? What about cola? Pepsi. Moderate consumption of caffeine can stimulate the central nervous system. No, it probably is actually coffee. But I could go for some Beppis right now. Moderate consumption of caffeine can stimulate the central nervous system, boosting work performance and reducing fatigue. On average, consuming no more than 400 milligrams is recommended to enjoy the health benefits. A cup of coffee contains approximately 100 milligrams of caffeine. Regular consumption of caffeinated products such as coffee can lead to addiction and eventually cause withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal symptoms include fatigue, nausea, vomiting, hypotension, and headache. However, the harmful properties of caffeine in itself are not worrisome. It is when caffeine is consumed in excess that it becomes a health hazard. Overconsumption of caffeine leads to the onset of harmful symptoms, and continuous consumption can lead to death. For adults, the lethal dosage of caffeine is 150 milligrams, or about 50 to 200 cups of coffee. The lethal dose is much lower for children and teenagers. I have had caffeine intoxication once in my life, and it put me out for about 3 days. It was not fun. I got nowhere near that, I imagine, but it was pretty strong. So I can attest to that. Also, the best time to drink coffee is not in the morning. A lot of us do because we're always tired, but I tend to wait until about 11 or 12, because that way you don't like rely on it to get up in the morning. That's how I feel about it anyway. The lethal dose is much lower for children and teenagers. Caffeine is also known to cause birth defects. Like alcohol and nicotine, caffeine is a drug with addictive properties, but unlike the others it does not have any age restrictions. Therefore, it is important to better understand the properties of caffeine and moderate its consumptions. Ooh, sick. Can I get student department office key? Key that unlocks the student department office in main building 2. Heck yeah. What else we got? What is that? Eye test. Dr. Kim's standard test chart. I can just about read the second line without my glasses. Chat, you want to know how blind I am? I'm going to squint, okay? We got 4, and then some Korean stuff. 2, 3, 7. That's it. 5? Is that a 6 if I close? Yeah, I think I can get a 5 and a 6. I'm not getting any further than that. Yeah. So this is why I haven't turned on the channel reward play without glasses for 5 minutes, because I can't read chat if I do that. Look at these symbols. I can barely make out a butterfly. I could probably see an aeroplane, but birds are right out. No, that's not what that is. That's recognizing these things, isn't it? Yeah, I would not have gotten butterfly. God damn it. Can't see for shit. And my monitor is like an arm's length away. Jesus. Dios mío. Paper crane, another one. Someone's leaving messages. How are you doing? Don't blink. He can't. He can't. It's a funny joke. It's not that funny, you might feel insensitive about it. Something tells me a janitor might be here soon. Event announcement from the Occult Club that we're allowed to have in school. With the start of a new term, we have prepared an event for everyone. We will give out a small prize for anyone who can solve this quiz and bring the hidden treasure to our club. Rule of Rose? The treasure is sleeping under a place covered by the dust of erased knowledge, and it can only be woken by the hand that handshakes every day. So it's under a chalkboard. The hidden treasure is a clue to one of the latest ghost stories of the school that's quickly gaining fame. Whoever finds it first can have it. No one has been able to collect the full series so far, and therefore it is a high commodity collectible among students. It's a great opportunity to get both the clue for the latest ghost story and a handsome prize. We hope all of you participate. P.S. If by any chance you collect all the clues to the ghost stories through this event, please contact the president of the Occult Club. I will. I will be sure to do that. just check these sinks in case there's any felt tip pens. They're fleshing on their own! Scooty scoot. I like the way we can scoot. What was the sound here? What did I return to? Me scooting. Look. Whee! There I go! Estoy pooping. No? Okay. Good. The principal's office. What was that note we got about the principal's office? Music appreciation room? That sounds great. Main building 2 is much bigger, huh? Passcode was changed due to a recent leak of the previous code. It's on the chalkboard in the student department office. Student department office is on the 2nd floor. I'm guessing Mr. Janitor will show up soon. Probably there. He has been notably absent for a while now. It's the same barrier I saw in main building 1. The wood... earth barrier? No, we did the metal barrier, so this is the earth barrier, I think. That doesn't make sense. What's this all about? Picture piece. Part of a ripped picture. It seems other pieces are needed to make out the whole of the picture. Hello! So we go down through that door, past the councillor's office. It's always worth checking bathrooms because it's a spooky game, right? And there's always spooky things happen in bathrooms. But I think the main purpose of bathrooms is to hide in this game. I'm actually surprised it hasn't thrown any bathroom jump scares at me. I wonder why. Maybe it's mirrors. Mirrors are used often, aren't they? In the horror games. You know, the old, you look in the mirror and then there's a ghost behind you and then you turn around and it's not there. Ooh. Spooky. Easing your mind when you're nervous. That's not a tranquilizer, that's a grapefruit. Don't lie to me. I know what a grapefruit is.
It's spooky.
Maybe it is a tranquilizer. Maybe grapefruit has tranquilizing properties. I found out a new secret about the music teacher's hidden treasure. One of the paintings in the main building is said to have a key inside it that unlocks the room. I'm so close to winning this treasure hunt that I can almost taste it. Delicious. The door is locked. Ichini-san-yongo. Shigo. Roko nara hachi kyuju. Kana. Shichi. I guess I should say she. But yon is also fine. Nana and shichi are interchangeable too. Anyway. Japanese numbers. So. I was told that the passcode to the principal's room is written on the board here. Anything can be a tranquilizer if you swing it hard enough. That is true. That is indeed true. I was not thinking outside the box. I was thinking inside the box, and inside the box was a grapefruit. Wait, I need a special light to see the passcode, don't I? I'm stuck. Please. I'm stuck on the drawer. I knew that was going to happen at some point. Why was I not more careful? Can't get in that room. Or that room. Oh, can get in this room. Hello, it's that strange child. Oh. Okay. Feather post. We got vase. There's a stack of unclaimed items collecting dust. These are the ghosts' items, aren't they? There's like a ghostly pillow. I can't reach that. I need the ladder from downstairs, which I left in the bathroom. Chat, I'm using the brain. I can figure it out. Anyway. To Ji-Won Kim. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye in person. I am being forced to leave, all because of a sick rumour. Should you hear a rumour about me, please do not pay any attention to it. It's a story made up by people plotting against me. Once I leave, I'm sure you'll be bored, because there will be no one left to entertain your ridiculous theories and ideas. For me, I'll be sad because there will be no one to understand my world of art. To ease the sadness of saying goodbye, I'll leave you a farewell gift. It is my painting of you holding your first art piece. I think you said you create... Fucking fingers! Stop it. I think you said you created that piece to hide something important. Anyways, I wish you good health and good luck in the future. Okay, so if we find the pieces of the painting, we'll get a clue to something else. So we need to go get the ladder from the other room, part of the school, I think. Okay. Cool. Eye testing lens. There were some eye testing glasses as well. Janet is back. Now that we have to, you know, move stuff around. I think he'll be in this room shortly. We should probably tell the school board that the janitor beats people to death with a bat. Think that might be a good idea. Can't see us. Nah, it's fine. If you say so. Pretty sure there was a big dummy in here, and it's gone now. You know the mannequin? Where I made the funny joke about how he couldn't blink because he had, like, the skull, but no skin on his face? Yeah, it's not here anymore. It me, I'm the dummy. It's cowardly pastry. I guess they choose their time when they want the janitor to. Show up. I need the other one, I guess. See, it's quick turn. I'm gonna go get the ladder. I'm curious. Fucking no. Well, he was right there, huh? Fuck you. Get out of here. I am running away because I don't like you and you've got a big torch. It's not fair. You can see me. He's like blowing his whistle, chasing me down. I'm gonna wait a little bit until he catches up with me. Although I need to go back in the direction that he is with a ladder. So maybe I should just go for it. Oh, I can't. Nobody here but his trees! I think this is probably fine. Well, I can't really do anything until he's gone. If I can hear his keys, he can hear me move. Something like that. It's got good eyesight too. He can, like, see for leagues. Any money comes out this door. We can always doing that. Swear to God, janitor. Wait, I don't need to be up here. I need to be... going back to the other building. But he teleports too. I'm certain of it. He's always where I don't want him to be. Right, we don't have the code for the principal's office. We need to get upstairs to the second floor. Or the third if you're in one of the countries where the first floor is the bottom. He's always running about, this janitor, isn't he? That was a close one. Yeah, gotta be heckin' careful. Damn it, he's gone in the direction I want to go in. I need to get up the stairs. Towards the music room. I might just have to fucking... Let's go. I was going to run past him, but I was blocking the door. The dummy is still here, it's just invisible. Weird. At least the collision is still there. There. Now we can hide in the bathroom. While he runs around jangling his keys. The cursed bathroom. Hello, it's me. Demon Lee. Open all the booths, and then we can just run into one. When we need it. Yeah, someone left some soy milk in the sink. Oh, I'll drink that. Seems good. Which one's it going to be, chat? One day we're going to open a bathroom door and there'll be... It's this one. I can't open this door. Oh. Good thing we did that. He's like surly, cantankerous old pyramid head man. I don't hear him anymore. This is why I normally... So I'm saying... so I jumped into that sentence in the middle. I tend to only play games for about 3 hours because I kind of lose interest by halfway through the 4th hour, and that's where I'm getting to now. There's 15 minutes left of the game before I move on to other stuff, but I'm sort of getting to that point where I'm like, I'm going to stop soon. So I guess that kind of worked out. Let's just explore a couple more places and then I'll save. See if we can get another event to happen. And then I'm going to take another 5-minute break and then we'll move on to the Indie Horror Showcase. Ooh, that should be exciting. We've got enough games. We're covering 2 hours. We've got at least enough games for one every 15 minutes. It's going to be... That's kind of why I put it last, I guess. Because it means we can sort of go from one long game to lots of short ones. Oh, a horror story. That might be a good thing to read. Number 12. Find my body for me. The weather was so hot that it made it hard to breathe and the cicadas would not stop chirping. The foreman in charge of construction to connect the new building to the old found everything irritating. It was a janitor. In his opinion, it was a pointless project, but he wasn't going to complain since it was paid work. The sun blazed even hotter after lunch, and heat waves rose off the asphalt. The workers protested that it was too hot to work. The foreman was both jealous and spiteful of the brash attitude of the workers. However, he agreed it was too hot to work. The foreman ordered his workers to take a break. No progress was being made anyways, and if a worker happened to get heat stroke, it would just make matters worse. Everyone found a spot in the shade and slept soundly. Then something happened while everyone was deep in sleep. A loud cracking sound echoed around a campus. It sounded like the scaffolding had crashed through the safety net. Still drowsy from their nap, the workers paid no attention to it and went back to sleep. It was a different matter for the foreman. If there was indeed a problem with the safety net, it would be his responsibility. He yelled at his workers to check out the safety net, but they pretended like they didn't hear him. Annoyed, the foreman realized that he had to check it out himself. The workers, who were debating whether to get up or not, were glad that the foreman had left without them. Suddenly the foreman yelled, and then was cut off, leaving an eerie silence. Eerie silence. The workers jumped up and rushed to the foreman. It's all these R's. The foreman was frozen in shock, staring at a terrible sight. Where the scaffolding had fallen through the safety net was the dead body of a woman. The woman's corpse had no head. The foreman and the workers instantly recognized the dead woman as someone who had worked in a local restaurant. From the chopped stump of her neck, dark red blood was spewing out, soaking into the ground. The foreman and the workers kept their mouths shut and moved quickly. It was the first time they had worked together so harmoniously. Despite searching everywhere, they could not find the missing head. In the end, they buried the body in cement and sent it to a waste facility. No! That's not how you deal with these things. It seemed like they did a perfect job covering up what had happened. No one would ever know what had happened aside from themselves. For some reason though, strange accidents kept on happening after the incident. Workers were injured much more frequently than before. This slowed progress on construction, and a rumour spread among the workers that it was a ghost site. The foreman fumed with anger and ordered his men to keep their mouths shut. Then, a pulley fell from the 4th floor and crushed a worker to death. While his body had been mangled by the pulley, his head was strangely unharmed. The foreman became terrified and decided to turn himself into the police. Even then, rumours persisted that a floating head could sometimes be seen. Eventually the construction work was complete despite the slow progress. When the school reopened after summer break, they were shocked to find the dead woman's head in the garden. They said the head looked as if it had just been cut off the body, despite the fact that it had been out in the heat of the summer for weeks. He had a strong head. It just bounced right off. Maybe that was that head that attacked me earlier. I know it's a weird sentence, but that did happen. It was a ghost face, I guess. Moving on. Here we go. One more floor. Just want to check. Oh, there is more even up here. What's that about? Of course. 3rd floor. Yeah. Coin? Nice. More bathrooms. I wonder if my presence here opening all these doors is calling the janitor. Maybe I won't do that other one just yet. Yeah. He just showed up. It's the dummy. The one that moved from downstairs. Hen. Competitive spirit. Another story. Kyung-hee's father passed away when she was so young her family struggled with money. Her family expected her to go to a vocational high school and start making money as soon as possible. Kyung-hee, or Hae, however, had a different idea. To her, studying hard and getting into a good college was the only chance they had at escaping poverty. So against her family's wishes, she decided to attend a regular high school. In high school, Kyung-hee stayed true to her goal of studying hard. Her grades were so excellent that she became one of the top students in the prestigious Y High School. For her, however, it was not enough. No matter how hard she tried, she just couldn't beat the student in first place. The number one student was cheerful girl named Sai-yeon. Sai? She had always been popular because of her smarts and kind nature. It was said her father was a top government official. Maybe that explained how Sai-yeon could be so confident and positive all the time. Kyung-hee never once seen her study. She only ever saw her laughing with her friends. In spite of this, Sai-yeon always had better grades than her. When does she study? Kyung-hee wondered. She decided that Sai-yeon must be getting a very expensive private tutoring. Kyung-hee chewed her nails out of anxiety. She felt as if she and her family would be doomed to live in poverty forever if she didn't figure out a way to beat Sai-yeon and become the top student. So she threw herself into her studies more than ever before. She hardly slept, and studied so hard that she felt like her eyes could bore a hole through her textbooks. As time passed, dark circles formed under her eyes. Finally, the exam that she had prepared so much for was over. All her classmates complained that the exam was way too difficult. She sat back in her chair and smiled, believing that she had aced it. I will finally beat her this time. Kyung-hee closed her eyes, and could already imagine Sai-yeon's tearful face. At last. The day came they would receive their report cards. The room was filled with varying reactions to the report cards. Some were crying, some were relieved, and some just didn't care. Kyung-hee looked at her report card with confidence, then her face twisted in shock. Second place. On the report card it was written that she scored second best, again. She turned to look at Sai-yeon and saw her smiling brightly with her friends. She had lost to her again. Kyung-hee was so stunned after this that she could not focus during any of her classes. Only one thing filled her mind, and that was Sai-yeon. How the hell could she beat me every time? It must be the expensive private lessons, but I don't have that kind of luxury. This means I could never beat her. It's over now. We will just have to live in poverty forever. Kyung-hee, from the trauma of her stress, developed a mental disorder and ended up killing herself. A rumour spread after her death that a ghost had begun to appear in the library. Ooh. It is said that if you remain in the library to study until midnight, a girl will glare at you with her chin resting on her hands before suddenly disappearing. We gotta check that one out. Library ghost. Classic. Anyway. You're supposed to be downstairs. What are you doing up here? Okay. I guess there's some kind of science I can do in this room, maybe? There's a camera. Lights are on. Yes. A coin. Why the long face? Seems like a good room for a ghostly encounter. Must be a storeroom for... Oh, it's a spider. Someone was talking about these. Scary looking spider. Even touching it is terrifying. Oh, why did I pick that up? Sure. Right, I'm gonna go back and save, because I think it's almost time to move on to the Indie Horror Showcase. And I could use a leg stretch break. I only just saved, so I'm going to save again on this one. Right. Well, chat, I hope you've enjoyed White Day. This has been pretty cool. We'll probably come back to this so we can finish it. I reckon we're approaching the halfway point, although we had a couple setbacks. But for now, I'm going to do another 5-minute break, stretch my legs, get some drink, and then we'll come back for the Indie Horror Showcase, which should be very goofy, I think, and a lot of fun. So please look forward to it.